Hello and welcome to Generational Talent, the father-son duo, football, NFL, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I'm Thomas Crowder, joined by my father, Travis Crowder.
Hello.
And we're here to break down NFL Week 15.
Yeah, not bad. It was, some hits and misses like always. We're getting close to playoff time now, so teams are getting eliminated left and right. Teams are clinching. We're very close to clinching a spot anyways, in terms of, and those of you that listen to the show know that we're big Hawks fans, so this is a great year for us. And I have a good friend of mine who's a big Bears fan. He is in heaven. I have lots of friends that are Rams fans, and good year for a lot of us.
Yeah, no, this has definitely been one of the more fun, just years in the NFL. There's a lot of parity, a lot of things happening that, just gives a lot of teams hope that didn't have it the last couple of years.
And you and I were just talking about it. The Thursday night games have been so much better than last year, and nothing better than the one coming up this Thursday, the Hawks and the Rams in Seattle, both 11-3. What a game.
Yeah, no, and it'll be, like I was telling you before we started, it'll be the first ever Thursday night football game with two teams who have a winning record of 11 or more, which is wild. But again, it's going to be a fun game to watch. Definitely, in our opinion, is going to decide who the best player in the NFL or best team in the NFL is.
I agree, because I do think these are two of the top tier for sure.
Yeah. Now, let's jump right into the Generational Talent top 10 takeaways, and then, Dad, you can tell me if I missed anything here.
Okay. All right.
We're going to start with number 10. The Rams and the Broncos have both clinched their playoff spots. They're the only team so far who have absolutely gotten into the playoffs, though it's pretty easy to see which ones are also going to be in it. But regardless, in terms of absolute clinching, 100%, it is those two teams.
And I think it's good. I think those two teams clearly, I don't think it's a big surprise to most. No. I mean, I think people thought Denver was going to be good. People thought the Rams were going to be good. I think they were going to dominate and lead the AFC and NFC at this point. No, but Rams, I could see. No, I didn't see Denver doing quite this good. But kudos to them. They're a great defense. Holy cow.
Yeah. Number 9, I have the Buccaneers have officially crapped the bed. They have fallen apart their second half of the season, and it's unfortunate because right now them and Carolina, they're vying for that top seed. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things too where it's talk about a tale of two different seasons, because you have the Buccaneers who everybody thought was going to be really good. They definitely started off that way and all of a sudden just kind of fell apart. I mean, so many losses within their last 8 games. It's a shame.
Yeah, they're two different halves, kind of like the Colts and the Ravens. I mean, there's a bunch of Ravens, and Pittsburgh's another one fighting for that to win that division, and both of them are like 500 ball clubs.
The funniest part though to me is the Bucs. You look at that division, and I think everybody coming into the season was like, "Oh, Bucs have this. Like they don't even have to try, and they've got this." Well, all of a sudden, Carolina's coming and making something happen, and not that either team is super, crazy dominant, because you have the Panthers who just lost to the Saints after beating the Rams. Doesn't make a lot of sense there.
No,
but that's overall,
parity though, right there.
Yeah, I mean these two teams. Unfortunately for Baker Mayfield, they're playing pretty similar. It's really hard to say which one's better in that division.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so number 8, I probably shouldn't have locked my phone there. I've got this one just made me laugh. Brandon Ayuk officially put onto, essentially off the team. And I would say the 49ers got absolutely fleeced by Brandon Ayuk.
They did. Are they on the hook for some of his contract then? I didn't know.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, God, because he signed a massive contract.
And you've got Coach Shanahan telling the media that they just haven't seen him in months. He essentially ghosted the team that just gave him a huge payoff.
Yeah.
I guess they should have stuck with Deebo Samuel, who looks pretty decent over in Washington, but,
Yeah, their receiving cores, Jennings and Pearsall, they're good. I mean, I give the Niners credit. I'll always say how that team wins with all the injuries and the situations they deal with. Shanahan deserves. I mean, he could actually even win Coach of the Year when you think about it, because for him to have that team in that position with that lineup, I mean, kudos.
Yeah. Number 7, I've got the Cowboys losing to a really dumb Vikings team and essentially kissing their playoffs goodbye. They're 1% chance.
Such a disappointment too. That I did not see that coming. That was such a disappointment. When you were talking about the teams crapping the bed, they crapped the bed.
That and the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, I think hugely overrated. They made a huge mistake by letting Sam Darnold walk. And I'm not saying Sam Darnold's MVP caliber, but is he better than what you were getting? For sure. And you guys let him walk after a season where he dominated.
Well, then he looked so good against Dallas. Go figure.
Yeah, and then J.J. McCarthy, it's one of those things, that game, very interesting. He was able to hit pretty much all of his receivers, except for the best one in the league. allegedly,
Yeah.
in Justin Jefferson.
Not this year, I wouldn't say is the best.
No, not at all.
I think the two best are playing Thursday night, truthfully.
Those two, and then I would give CD a lot of credit as well. And Amon-Ra's good, but yeah, definitely it's between Puka.
Chase will always be there too.
Yeah, for the top tier, it's between Puka and Jackson Smith. But yeah, no, just funny. Dak Prescott, the sweatiest man ever. Loser. Number 6, I've got the Bills having an amazing comeback. Looked like the Patriots had that game in the first half, and then the Bills do what the Bills do, and they fought back. They clawed their way back, and
done that a few times this year.
Yeah, and it really did change the pace for their season, because had they had lost that, people would probably be looking at them similarly to the Buccaneers.
I agree. That was a big win. To win in New England, that was a huge win.
Number 5, I've got the Raiders. Look worse and worse, but luckily for them, we'll probably get a first overall pick. But an absolute shutout against them from the Eagles. Yeah,
their Raiders are just that is a team that has to do a complete and total overhaul. I think you get rid of everything really. I think the only protected slots to me should be Gente, Bowers, Crosby. Those would be the only. I would just crap the rest of them.
Yeah. Number 4, I've got the Seattle Seahawks beating Old Man Rivers in what I would consider to be our biggest butthole clincher game since the Rams. Definitely not the dominant victory we would have wanted. Offensively, it was not as good as we could have been. Shout out to Jason Myers, who after losing a game against the Rams with a bad kick, went and redeemed himself by kicking
but it was
6.
61 yards. I mean, that's not an easy kick.
It's not, but boy, howdy, was that the one kick we really needed this whole season. But regardless, he did kick 6 field goals. We did not know how to score a touchdown at all.
No. Matter of fact, the only person who threw a touchdown was Old Man Rivers.
Yeah. And luckily for us, now that we played him, we can go ahead and root him on.
And I am going to root for him on. I love him. I think he's great. And, like I said, I wanted to cover the spread, but I just wanted to get the win. He didn't embarrass himself by any means being out there.
No,
he's
not
rusty,
at all.
But he did not embarrass himself at all. So I think the Colts are just, unfortunately key injuries got them at the end here. And I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or nothing. But hey, you know what I like? They also said, yes, he resets the clock for his Hall of Fame, and I get that. But here's the cool thing, though. I guess by playing in the NFL, he gets 5 more years of health insurance, I guess, per their agreement. So, hey, he's got so many kids. Good for you. Good move.
No, it was fun. Fan of Desert Highway Radio, zookeeper Jake Bordeaux out of Virginia.
Okay, Jake, shout out.
Yeah, he's a big Colts
Thanks for
fan.
listening.
Yeah, huge Colts fan. He's been a fan of ours since Pipes and Ponchos days. He's a good dude. And him and I were texting each other during that game, but definitely one where him and I were both very surprised with how close that was, but both happy to root on each other's teams for the rest of the season as well.
Well, kudos to Indy's defense. They were pretty darn good.
Yeah, solid. Number 3, I've got the Beaton Bowl. So for those of you who listen to other Desert Highway Radio stuff, Nick Beaton's a regular face around here, and his brother Seth. Seth being a Steelers fan, Nick being a Dolphins fan. It was a contentious household, and Seth came out on top. Steelers beat the Dolphins, and that makes Seth the ultimate brother.
Yeah. Steelers, and speaking of old men, I mean, he's still slinging the ball around Rodgers. We'll see. I don't think that team's going anywhere anyways.
I think wild card win, maybe, but that's about
the only wild card. And even then, maybe if you're going to, I don't know who, because most of those teams I see they're better. But yeah, they're going to, let's put it this way. Steelers are doing better than they did last year. They're in a better spot, I think, going into things than they were with Russell. I don't even know where Russell's at anymore.
And in classic Mike Tomlin fashion, you guys are going to finish 9-8.
9-8. Yeah, exactly. You'll make the playoffs again, but yeah, it might be time for some changes there.
Yeah. Number 2, great news for America. And don't get me wrong, the dude's a hell of a quarterback, hell of a player. But boy, howdy, is it nice to see him just away from the league for a minute.
No.
Mahomes gets injured. America celebrates. The only way it could get better, folks, is if Travis Kelce also got injured. But hey, you can't win them all.
Yeah, you're a sick puppy wanting people injured.
It's one of those things. He's going to bounce back. He's going to come back. It's not like it's a life-ending injury. And it's just nice to see him humbled for once and that team humbled, which gets right into our number 1. The Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs. America rejoices. The world rejoices.
Don't get me wrong. I'm right there, too. Not because I have any ill will. No, I'm not a big Chiefs fan at all. But I just want different Super Bowls.
I want different Super Bowls, and I'm tired of these goofy idiots always in the media, always in the spotlight. The NFL golden child. Like, we dealt with it for Brady for years. And I respect Brady's game, and he's a star, and so's Mahomes. But you get tired of him, and you start to hate him when it's the same people. And the cockiness was definitely there for this Chiefs team, especially Travis Kelce. I
Seeing
hate
him
Travis
pout.
Kelce.
He was pouting too when they were getting in his grill. He's easy to affect, though. You can get in that dude's head.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're eliminated. That doesn't bother me at all, honestly. I mean, I'm sorry, Philadelphia fans. I don't care if you guys are eliminated either. I want new teams.
Yeah, no, and I think one of the funniest, I don't know if you saw this, the post-game interview with Chris Jones, I'll show you if you haven't seen it yet, where he found out they were eliminated. Did not know until the post-game interview where he's sitting there talking about, well, we got a chance. And he's like, oh, wait, what? We're eliminated? Oh, it's gold. I'll have to show you it.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's my generational talent top 10 takeaways. Dad, did I miss anything?
No, I think you pretty much nailed it. There was you got the surprise ones in there. I think you got it. Well done, son.
All right. Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear back from you in segment 2 where we talk about our betting odds and favorites and how good or bad we did last week. See you in a sec. Welcome back to Generational Talent. Dad, you brought up a good point, something that we should definitely point out because it is going to be record-breaking. Myles Garrett, right now I believe he is 1 full sack away because he's got the half sack, and the record right now is it's like 22 and a half, I think.
So I think he's 1 away from tying, 1.5 away, I believe, from
yes, that sounds
setting
right.
the record.
And, of course, that'd be Michael Strahan's record that he'd be beating, I believe.
Which I'm not a fan of, that particular deal. If you remember, I don't know if you knew this.
Yes, the whole
Favre just laid down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolute crap. I mean, you want to earn it. The quarterback laid down to give it to you.
Yeah.
Like literally did it on purpose.
And on the flip side of that, I don't know if you watched a lot of that, the Bears post-game stuff, but Caleb Williams was taking falls because he did not want to give Myles Garrett the record. Myles Garrett had multiple opportunities against the Bears to be able to go ahead and get it, but I mean, I'm not kidding you. Caleb Williams did everything he could to not give the sack, and so as soon as they went and give each other high fives after the game, Caleb Williams told Myles Garrett, he's like, I couldn't give it to you, man. It couldn't be on me. I couldn't let that be on me. But yeah,
I did not know that. Yeah, well, here's the deal. I'm not even kidding. This is what makes him sheer dominating. Myles Garrett has 21 and a half seconds. And here's the other thing we were talking about, Tommy. I get it. When the NFL added that game, you get a lot of asterisk stuff, right?
Yep.
Like, okay, well, not that he may not need it, but the reality is if he does only need 1.5 sacks, he's got 2 legit games to get there and do it, which is deal. But here's the sheer domination of this guy. 21 and a half sacks. Number 2 in the league is Burns, the linebacker for the New York Giants, with 13.
Yeah.
He is 8.5 sacks ahead of the second dude. Unreal. I mean, that is just, and unfortunately, bad week for injuries. Parsons goes down too. Don't forget. And remember, Parsons goes down with Green Bay after that big old trade. He had 12 and a half. I mean, he wasn't in Garrett territory, but he probably would have ended with 15, 16 sacks.
No, it's one thing too, because unfortunately, and Garrett chose the money here. So he's got only himself to blame. He's stuck on the Browns. Yeah. And so, you're going to have this huge record breaking season. And unfortunately, nobody's even noticing, it's one of those things. The only reason
their defense is like top 2 or 3 in almost every category. They're just that
they can't
bad.
Get anything
They're
done,
that bad.
And Shadur's playing not great. I mean, it's really hard to give him any credit. He had 1 decent game stat-wise, but that he still lost. I mean, the best game he's had statistically was against Cam Ward that he lost. So it's like you're stuck on this Browns team that can't get anything going while you are having a record year. So it sucks for Garrett. But again, he's also ridiculously highly paid. So
and I was just good thing is he's not quitting. This is not a guy who gives up. I don't think he takes plays off. I don't think anything. This guy, he's going to earn his pay. I mean, and not anybody's deserving of the kind of money they make, but in terms of he demanded the money, he's clearly the best defensive player in the game.
He's the only thing about the Browns that is worthwhile.
Yeah, right. So if nothing else, at least he's earning his paycheck.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get into betting odds and favorites. So we run it down first, then go through ours, right? That sounds right.
Well, we go through our last week's, how we did last week.
Yeah.
So I'll jump right in. Number 1, I went 2 for 3. So we'll start. I'll sandwich my loss. My first win, Eagles. I took -11 over the Raiders.
Yeah. Absolute shutout.
30-something to nothing. Yeah.
I also went 2 for 3. My first good one, I had the LA Chargers plus 4.5 versus KC. I thought they had it in them to win, so I thought that was a pretty easy bet. And lo and behold, they won.
They did. My loss, couldn't be more disappointed. Did not see this one coming. Oh, Cowboys, 5.5 point favorite over the Vikings. You guys sucked.
Yep. My second W, I had the Bills and Patriots game going over 49.5. It definitely did that. I think they were 60-something combined score. So
yeah, Bills came back. Speaking of that game, that was my second win. I took the Bills -1 over the Pats. It was a little scary when they were down 21-0.
Yeah.
But they definitely covered. So those were my 2 wins.
My third one, which was my loss, I had the Colts and Seahawks going over 42.5. I think they combined score 30-something.
Yeah.
Low scoring game. Defense
Only one
heavy
TD.
game. I mean, my goodness,
yeah.
defense heavy game. And then, Dad, your hot take.
Blew it. I mean, maybe it was a little bit of my heart going into this one because I needed it for the Hawks, but I took Detroit over the Rams, and that didn't happen.
Don't worry. I blew mine, too. I had the Browns beating the Bears. And, again, no matter what Myles Garrett does, his team still loses.
Yeah. And kudos to the Bears. That team is, Ben Johnson has turned them completely around. They are a dangerous team.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. Okay, so now we're into the betting world. We'll get to our takes, of course, or our bets of the week after we're done running through them. My apologies. I should have had this up and ready. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. First game, we've talked about it a little bit. Tomorrow night's game, the Rams at Seattle. The Rams on the road are a 1.5-point favorite. The over-under 43.5.
Now, let me ask you this, Dad. Have the Seahawks lost on the road this year?
We're at home.
Oh, we are at home? Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Okay, now I'm more nervous.
Now you're more nervous? Yeah.
I do believe the Seahawks have this. I think, again, you look at the last time we played, 4 interceptions and we still could have won. Had we hit a kick, we could have won it. But the fact that we were literally 2 points away with 4 interceptions tells you how good our defense is, how legit we are in stopping one of the best offenses.
And I'm going to circle back to this game because I do have a comment to make that will be in reference to my pick. Darnold, you have got to show up for these big games. It's got to happen.
You've throwing under double coverage.
Yeah,
Jesus
you've got to
Christ.
have a statistical good game, not just the win. You need to play well.
Yes. I do think the Seahawks have it. My heart's in that one, though, so I'm biased.
Yeah, all right. Okay, next up, we have 2 games on Saturday. The first one at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Pacific time. The Eagles are in Washington. Eagles are favored by 6.5. The over-under 44.5.
Yeah, I would go with the Eagles. I mean, they have a lot to prove. Washington also just has not been playing the way they should be.
And I'm with you. The Eagles are kind of like the Bills. You got to keep that momentum going. You guys need to finish out strong and get back to your game. I like that one too. The second game on Saturday, the game I was telling you, I love this matchup. Saturday night, 5:20 is the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, 2 teams with big chips on their shoulder at this point in time.
Packers are -1 over under 46.5.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson has to do this, and I do believe he can. Personally, I think it's a better, well-rounded team, and I would give it to the Bears.
I would too, if for no other reason, and I know people are not wanting to hear it, but you lost Micah Parsons. It looks like you lost that other receiver too. What is his name?
Not Golden.
No, not Golden. Forgive me, but they lost one of their receivers to injuries. I'm not saying the Packers couldn't pull it off, but I'm with you. Ben Johnson, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So here you go.
Yeah.
All right, now the Packers are top tier. If you get them, you get them in what? I think they'd end up being 10-4 or 11-4, something like that.
11-4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they need it. They absolutely need it. Mm-hmm. Division rivalries.
Next up, we have now we're into Sunday's games morning. Cincinnati at Miami Dolphins. Cincinnati's -4 over under 47.5.
I'll come back to this one.
Okay, yeah. For me, I'm going to go with Cincinnati. I think I just think Burrow's back. They're playing. They're not going to make. Neither one of these teams are going anywhere. But I do think there's an element of wanting to win. And Jamar Chase is starting to get a little pissed off. So you got to get him that ball, get him some wins.
And with no T. Higgins, I mean, might as well. Who the heck else are you throwing it to?
Yep. Okay, next up, the Buffalo Bills -10 over the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland, over under 42.
Yeah, big spreads always make me nervous. Bills have it. I'd be shocked if they don't. And they cannot lose. They have to start winning out. They cannot risk this season. It's too close. So I would give it to the Bills.
I'm going to circle back. Next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs in Tennessee Titans. The Chiefs are favored -3.5. Over under 37.5. That's got to be one of the lower ones. Tommy boy, that is with your boy Gardner Minshew.
I do love
Minshew. Your
Minshew.
sister freaking loves him.
He's just so not good. He just looks good, but he's not good. I'm going to circle back to that one.
You are circling back to that one. Okay. Next up, we have the New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are favored by -4.5, over under 40.5.
Yeah, two garbage teams. But Taylor Shook is on a bit of a streak here, so go ahead.
Definitely
and give
the
me
best one they
Saints.
got.
Yeah, no, I mean, out of all the 2025 quarterbacks, he's had the most wins.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
2025 draft class
Draft
quarterbacks.
class, yeah. No, I like the Saints in that one too. Okay, next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the New York Giants, another Sunday morning game. Minnesota's -3 in New York, over under 43.5.
God, I hate both of these teams because they're both boring teams that are stupid. Give me just the over on that one. I wouldn't even wanna touch them.
Yeah, I don't like. I would go an over/under on that one, and I'm going to go under on that one. Tampa Bay at Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay's -3. That's a good game in terms of what you were just saying about matchups and division winners. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay -3, over/under 45.5. That's a game you've been talking about, Tampa Bay and Carolina, son. One of them's got to win that division.
It's one that I wouldn't want to bet on because they're both so equally matched in terms of just Panthers on the up and up, Bucks on the down, but they're kind of meeting in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a must win for both. I mean, they have the exact same record in their same division. It's a must win. Give me the Bucks.
I'm going to go Bucks too, just for sheer experience alone. I think Baker might get the kid. Although I will say Bryce Young, I think, is getting better and better as the years go on. I think he is looking good. Next up, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are favored -2.5, over/under 49.5.
I give me the Chargers, honestly. I don't. The Chargers have been kind of on a streak. It's crazy that they are too, because talk about a quarterback who is just getting hammered every single game.
Yeah.
But yet they're making it work.
They win, and they've been injured all over the place.
Yeah, it's really hard to say one way or the other.
They've lost running backs, they've lost wide receivers, they've lost tight ends, they've lost offensive linemen. I mean, they're beat up.
No, I mean, but strangely enough, they're winning. So give me the Chargers.
They win. I like the Chargers in that game too. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. Atlanta -2.5, the over/under 48.
Boring game. Two
I was
crappy
thinking
Redbird teams.
From fantasy standpoint, there's some heavy players in there because you got
Bijan,
you got
Marvin Harrison,
and you've got the other
Trey McBride.
and this year Pitts. Definitely Pitts this year.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns in his last game.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a year. About time.
You know, give me the Falcons because again, if your team is a red bird logo, you're trash. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Like the other birds are great, your guys' birds suck.
Yeah.
The Cardinals baseball team is more impressive than the Cardinals football team.
Yeah. Disappointment. I think Kyler Murray's gone. By the way, I think they're going to trade him.
Might as well. I mean, he wasn't doing anything better than what you're doing with Brissett, and Brissett's costing you a lot less.
You could probably get a second or third rounder for him too.
And there's plenty of teams that should go for Kyler Murray. The Raiders.
Yep.
Unless, of course, they can turn that first draft pick into something.
Well, even then, I would still draft Murray and have the
veteran talent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me the Falcons.
Falcons, okay. I like the Falcons too. Next up, Jacksonville Jaguars are another great game. Jacksonville Jaguars in Denver. Denver's a -3, over/under 46.
I will come back to this one.
I will too.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions -7, over/under. Here's your highest over/under for the week, 52.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit has to win this to stay relevant.
Their chances are dwindling.
The Steelers do too because they've got their division is competitive.
It's the only way they're getting in. They're not getting in as a wild card. You'll only get in winning that division.
But I do think the Detroit Lions are a much stronger team, especially offensively.
I agree. I think Detroit's going to get them. Yeah. And I'm with you. Their back's against the wall. Detroit has to start winning.
Yeah.
The next up, we have your Las Vegas Raiders against the Houston Texans. In Houston, no, it doesn't get any easier for the Raiders. They've just been playing all these teams too. Houston is a -14. No love here. -14 and the over-under's 38. So they're thinking one team's going to do it all.
Yeah, I get so nervous betting on high spreads, but I mean, it's hard, especially after the freaking blowout loss for the Raiders last week. Oof. I mean, no matter what, the Texans have got the win. Whether or not they got it by 2 touchdowns, it's harder to say. If CJ Stroud continues to play like he did last week, sure. But they're primarily defensive wins. But I mean, yeah, I think you probably do the over, honestly. I think the over will be
38 is low. That's a low.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, the freaking Texans could very well just get 40 on them and still have a shutout and get that.
True. Okay, here's your another good game. Here's your Thursday or Sunday night game. The New England Patriots in Baltimore. Baltimore's favored -3 over under 48.
See, and I would not favor Baltimore. I think that's a Patriots win.
I get what you're saying. The only thing I think might happen here is Baltimore, if they do not win and probably win out or at least win all but one, they're not going to make the playoffs. So I think with their backs against the wall, I could be wrong this year, but I think at home, I think they're going to get them.
Okay.
And the Monday night game. Here we go. Last one. Lost its luster. The 49ers at the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, we can root for old man Rivers. The 49ers are favored by 6 over under 46.5.
Yeah, I'll come back to that one.
Okay, for me, I love old man Rivers. I do not think, though, you know what? Never mind. I definitely think the game. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Niners. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Niners -6.
Okay.
All right. So, knowing all that, what is your first pick on your 3-teamer there, Stud?
I've got the Cincinnati Miami game going over 47.5.
Cincinnati Miami game. Yep. Oh, I can see that.
I think with a backup QB, we're going to see a lot of like craziness, and a lot of times when you get that craziness, that's where you get your pick sixes or crazy big throws or plays or whatever. So
and you have good weather. I mean, you're going to be in Miami, so I mean, worst case rain if nothing else. You're not playing in Cincinnati with snow and stuff. I think that's a good bet.
Yeah.
My first one, I know I'm probably sticking my neck out. Could be optimistic, but I'm going with my Hawks to win over the Rams.
The Hawks have cost me my last 2 bets. I didn't want to touch them.
I know. I just feel like here's what I'm saying. It is time for Darnold to arrive. He has got to, shoot down the naysayers.
Both placed bets on just Thursday night alone, and ours were, not favorable in terms of like Seattle going to win it necessarily, but we had big bets to where we're going to see some high stats and some good stuff from our players.
That's what I'm hoping. So that's my first leg.
My second leg, I've got Jacksonville +3 over the Broncos.
We have the exact same one on that one.
Okay.
I agree. And not that I'm saying Denver's bad or nothing. I think Jacksonville, this is a game where you can prove yourself because you are winning. Trevor Lawrence is playing some great football.
Yeah, that last game was dominant from Lawrence.
You beat Denver in Denver. You're a force to be reckoned with.
And the best part about it is Denver doesn't cover spreads 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So even if they do win, it's probably not going to be by more than 3 points.
Yep. So I like that one too.
My final one, I've got, and this is where you and I will disagree, I've got Indy +6 over the 49ers, and I'll tell you why. Indy barely lost to us. And I think we're a better team than the 49ers. I think it's hard when you get a veteran QB to come to a team that's not like a backup, not a brand new one. It is hard to plan around it because you've been game planning around the way Daniel Jones plays all year. They've got one game of tape that they can look at against the Seahawks before they play old man Rivers. But in reality, you got a different kind of player than you do with Daniel Jones. You've got a more accurate passer. You've got somebody who's a little bit better at reading defenses and all that. I think Rivers has the edge of a quarterback over Daniel Jones anyways, combined with the fact that there is some solid talent on the defense and offensive side of that ball. And I think the 49ers are worse than us. So if we barely beat them, I don't think the 49ers do. And if they do, it's not by more than 6.
Don't get me wrong. If the Niners lose, that just distances us away from them. So I'm okay with it. My other one, I have the Bills -10 over the Browns. I think they're going to thump them.
I think that's fair.
I think they're going to thump them hard.
So I've got 2 hot takes today.
Oh, okay.
My first hot take is the Titans beating the Chiefs. I do think the Titans are going to beat the Chiefs. I think, again, love Minshew's mustache. He's not good. He is not a good quarterback. It's why he was never long-term as a starter. He's just not good.
I like that one.
And Cam Ward needs to prove something, and I'll tell you what, you beat the Chiefs, granted without Mahomes, but you still beat the Chiefs. That's proving something.
Hey, that would help your families, a lot of Tommy's family is Raider fans. That would just help their chances get the number 1 seed, because right now, those teams like New Orleans that are getting that 3rd win just bumps the Raiders up to number 1. So that could happen. Mine, it was a hot take, but it's not like I went out crazy on a limb. We were talking about that Jacksonville game. Jacksonville gets +3.
Yeah.
I think Jacksonville's going to beat them outright. So I don't think it's going to take the +3. I think they're going to win.
Okay. My second hot take is Seattle wins by 2.5.
Okay. All right. So you think they go from the favorite to the heavy?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I hope that happens.
I do too.
All right, Stud.
All right. We will catch you guys as we talk about Week 16's power rankings. Welcome back to Generational Talent. We are in segment 3. We're going to talk about our power rankings. Now, Dad, do you have last week's power rankings in front of you?
I do. Here we go. I had the Dallas Cowboys at number 15, the Carolina Panthers at 14, the Bears at 13, the Eagles at 12, Chargers at 11, the Texans cracking the top 10, number 9, Jacksonville, number 8, Detroit, number 7, the Niners, number 6, the Bills, Into the top 5, we've got Green Bay, Denver at number 4, the Rams at number 3, the Patriots at number 2, and our Hawks at numero 1.
Very nice. So my 15-1, I've got the Chargers at number 15, the Panthers 14, 13 is the 49ers, 12 the Bears, 11 the Eagles, 10 the Colts, 9 the Jaguars, 8 the Texans, 7 Lions, 6 Packers, and my top 5 goes Bills, Rams, Broncos, Patriots, and the Seattle Seahawks.
All right. I can tell you I got a lot of movement on mine.
I've got a lot of movement too.
So here we go. Starting on mine, number 15, I have down one spot. They did lose, but they're still good. I have the Carolina Panthers at number 15.
So my number 15, it was hard because it was between, like we talked about earlier, the Panthers and the Buccaneers. Two teams with the exact same record in the same division trying to vie for that top spot in a weak division. NFC South, yeah. And I ended up going with the Bucs because, again, tonight's game, or not tonight's, but this week's game is going to be the deciding factor as to who is the better team, and I do have
some
more
great
faith in the
matchups.
Bucs.
You would think about the Bears and Packers, Seahawks and Rams, Carolina and Tampa. There's some great matchups that have a lot to do with their division winners.
Yeah. So, no, I'll go $15.
All right, number 14, the only new one on my list, the only one that entered my list this week, and I have the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 14.
Pittsburgh Steelers are my number 14 and also new on my list.
Okay, they're my only new one. Okay.
Yep, same here.
Down 5 for me. I was just disappointed. They needed to turn it around. I have the Detroit Lions at 13.
Wow, okay, that's
I was
much
mad
more
at
than
them.
I do.
Probably because they pissed me off because I needed them to beat the Rams.
Whoa. Are you pulling a Tommy and getting personal over
I did
here?
get a little personal. But I watched that game too, and I was bummed. I'm like, where are you guys?
It was frustrating.
Detroit just walked up. The Rams just walked up and down the field on them.
Especially towards the end. They couldn't get anything
And
going.
Puka, hello, can you guys not double team him? Devontae Adams leaves the game, and Puka tears you apart.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. My number 13 up to, they were my number 15 last week, was the Chargers. Obviously a good decisive win to help get those Chiefs the heck out of there.
That is one we're going to be so far apart, you and I.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you how I got there. But okay, my next one at number 12, I left them where they were. Because you know what? Shutting out and beating the holy hell out of the Raiders doesn't move you. So to me, I went and put Philadelphia there.
It's so weird, too, because I have Philadelphia higher on my list, but beginning of the season, you had them like top 5, and I was always having them low. So we have definitely swapped on that.
They're winning, but they're boring.
Oh, trust me, I don't have them they are, well, we'll get to them, but they're not high. My number 12, up 1, 49ers. They're fine.
Wow, we are definitely different on a couple of these. Number 11 on the list, down 6 for me.
Woo.
Down 6. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed in them. And I think with the injuries, it's going to kill them. I got the Green Bay Packers at number 11.
Dang. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, my number 11 up 1 is the Bears. They dropped mightily on my list because I was angry with them last week. Costing me half a point in a freaking bet, and I hated them. But they did get a W, so I moved
A good
up
W.
1, so.
Yeah. My next one, lateral. I left them where they were, just because again they won, but you beat Arizona. So the Houston Texans. I left it at 10.
That's fair. My number 10 is the Eagles. They're up 1 again because they did have a victory, but again, it's against a horrible team, so it's not like I'm going to move you guys super high.
Yeah.
Anybody can beat the Raiders.
They're very vanilla right now.
A high school team could beat the Raiders.
They're not good, yeah. Number 9, I have them up 4. I just think this team's on the rise. I really do. I got the Chicago Bears at number 9.
Okay. I had them at 9 a couple weeks ago. My number 9, down 2, is the Lions. Again, I had them at number 7 last week, but yeah, after that loss, it's really hard.
You boys better turn it on, man, or you're gone.
Yeah.
Number 8, up 1 from last week. They're getting strong. Is the Jacksonville Jaguars for me at number 8.
You and I are on the same page. Up 1, number 8, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep. Now, here's where we're different, way different. I have number 7. I had them stay right where they were. I have the San Francisco 49ers.
See, I've never had the 49ers break in my top 10.
Wow.
They're
10-4.
I don't have faith in them. I think they're 10-4, but I don't think they're having like decisive victories. I think Brock Purdy's not that great.
But I think as long as they have McCaffrey, Purdy's healthy, and the defense is pretty steady, even though they're banged up. I don't know. Okay.
We'll watch them lose this week. My number 7 is the Packers. They did go down 1 from their loss, but again, I do think they're a good team. It is going to be difficult without Parsons, but I think they've got decency. To
Watson, that's who got injured.
Christian Watson. Okay.
Yeah. Number 6, here's where we are way different again. I have up 5, the Chargers. The team is on they're on fire.
I just don't see longevity. That's the problem with it. I think they're going to win some games, but I don't see them getting far with the lack of talent. See, here's where
I think they're getting healthier though, because Mario Hampton's back. Their Gadsden, their tight end, is in play. I'm not saying on the line.
Joe Alta's back, I don't have faith.
I know that. Yeah, I gotcha.
So here's mine. They broke the list last week. They've never been on my list. They broke the list onto number 8 last week, so automatically high. And then I have them jumping up to number 6 is the Texans.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Because they're legit, and if C.J. Stroud can keep playing at the level he's playing, they're gonna go far.
Their defense is awesome.
They woke up.
Yeah, their defense is awesome. Yeah. Okay, now we're to the top 5. I have them down 3.
You and I think are on the same page.
Patriots.
Same exact page.
Yeah, Patriots. And not to say they weren't horrible, but you guys did choke.
And it was a game that you could not lose.
Yeah, you lost at home, and we've talked about it. To be the best, you got to beat the best. Buffalo's better. They bested you. Granted, you beat them in Buffalo. I get it. But you had your chance, and you were up big, and you let it slip.
Yeah. No, same here. Yeah, Patriots, and they're down 3 from last week.
Yep. My number 4, up 2 from last week for me, the Buffalo Bills. I have them at 4.
My number 4 is the Bills, and they're only up 1. I had them at number 5 last week.
Number 5. Okay, there we go. Number 3, here's where I got a little movement. Number 3 on the list, up 1. I probably could have went higher, but I went 1. Denver Broncos. I have them at 3.
So I also have the Broncos at 3, but that's where I had them last week, so no movement for them.
And number 2, down 1.
You son of a gun.
Son, yeah, I look at it this way. Yes, they won. You should have killed them. I feel you should have killed them.
And when Rivers beats the 49ers.
Well, maybe I'll think differently. I just don't know. The first game back for old man Rivers, a game we were favored by 13.5 points, and all we got were field goals. That's not enough to me. So and based on who I have number 1, they showed up a lot stronger. So I have the Seahawks at number 2.
My number 2, they are up 2 because I did have them lower, is the Rams. I had them at 4 last week. But yeah, number 2 is the Rams.
Okay. And number 1 for me is the Rams. The Rams took it to Detroit. He loses Devontae Adams early in the second half and continues to destroy them by moving up the field. I just think, he's tough. Stafford's on it, man. If he doesn't win MVP, there's something wrong.
Well, and my number 1 is Seattle. No movement there. my boys.
No reasoning, right? You just left.
Hey, listen.
We got field goals, kid.
W's a W. All right. I had them at number 1 last week. It's not like they lost, so why move them?
I moved them only 1, but I'm looking at it going, but the way those games went down, how could I not flip-flop them? Because one beat a good team, and the other one barely beat an average team.
Whoa. Colts were number 1 in the league for quite some time.
When they were fully loaded there, son. Yes, you
fully loaded. I think Rivers is a better QB than Dan.
No, I don't. I think he was. Oh, sure, in his career. I don't think a 44-year-old Rivers better than a Danny Dimes.
Man. 45-year-old Brady was better than most quarterbacks we knew.
But that was Brady. Brady and Rivers were different quarterbacks.
I don't know, man. I just to me,
he's trying to make himself feel better, folks, by leaving his Hawks at number 1.
Yeah, no, I think America agrees with me. I'm sure Richard Sherman does. So.
I would say this. Do I think the Seahawks defense is better than the Rams? Yes, I do. But our offense, we're not measuring up.
They've got a better QB, and I do believe they have a better running game. I do believe our wide receiver is better than Puka. I think Jackson Smith is.
I think when they're healthy, we wouldn't have been. I think when you look at the team of Puka and Devontae against our 2,
But at the same time, we didn't have Khalil Shakir the first time we played the Rams.
Shahid, you mean?
Or yeah, sorry, Shahid. Sorry, wrong person. Yep. Raheed Shahid. Yep. Khalil Shakir's on the
Bills, yeah.
But we didn't have.
And Shahid he's feeling himself now, boy. You can get it. You can see that he is in these games.
And all we had was Cooper Kupp as our secondary. Not that Cooper Kupp's horrible, but
so
he
is
well past his prime.
So my question then, son, how come they couldn't find the end zone?
Darnold, a lot of it. I think he absolutely has to get calm under pressure. The throwing into double coverage and not taking some sacks when he needs to, or not throwing it out when he needs to. It's dumb. He's not reading the defenses properly.
And that's my hope for tomorrow night, that it's time. You show up, you beat this team, you statistically have a good game, and you beat the Rams. Whole different narrative.
And I'll tell you what, whoever wins on Thursday will be my number 1 team.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. You heard it on Generational Talent.
If we lose, I mean, we're not going to lose. It's totally fine.
I want to win. I think if we win and he statistically outdoes him, I think not just amongst ourselves as Hawks fans, people in general will have a different narrative. They'll be like, okay, he can do it. Because he has to. That's the hurdle that has been preventing Darnold from being in those talks. You got to beat the good teams.
And it's the Rams specifically, because even when he was on the Vikings last year, the Rams are the ones who bumped him right out of the playoffs and made him look foolish.
Yep. And I like Darnold, but he has got to step up. If he does that, Hawks, who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, if he does lose, I will go on an anti-Ginger rant again. No offense to Max Crosby, he doesn't count. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll definitely see on Thursday.
All right.
From all of us here at Desert Highway Radio, we want to thank you for listening to Generational Talent. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. And, of course, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.